Hello, in this tutorial we'll show you how to control the Moxie Longarm Quilter to get you started to sew. To power on, reach to the back of the machine and hit the switch. It will take a moment for the display to turn on. On the left handle you can find two buttons. The left button with the arrows will move the needle up or down. Hit it once, it will put the needle down, and again to bring the needle back up. The right button with the minus sign will control the number of stitches per inch, or stitch length. Pay attention to the display screen to see the number going down as you hit this button. Number 4 is our basting stitches setting. On the right handle you will find two more buttons. The left button with the plus sign will bring the number back up. Number 10 is our default stitches length for quilting. Whenever you're ready to sew, hit the button with the start pause sign on the right. Once to start sewing, and again to stop. Before we sew on the actual quilt, it's recommended to sew on a small piece on the side. First we bring the bobbin thread up by pushing the arrow button on the left twice. Once to get the needle down, then again to get the needle up. Holding the thread up, we move the machine gently to the side and pull the thread in the opposite direction to reach the bobbin thread. Move the machine back to where you first got the needle down. Press the arrow button once to get the needle down. When you're ready to start, hit the play button. When the house is green, the machine is ready to sew. Hold the threads for the first few stitches and do some meandering stitches on the test piece. When you're done, hit the play button again to pause sewing. The house will be black. Make sure to check underneath the quilt to see if the thread tension is good. After the test piece is made, we move on to our actual quilt, starting with the basting stitch. First we need to get the bobbin thread up. At the top of your quilt, find your start point, hit the arrow button on the left twice to get the needle down, and then back up. Hold the thread up, move the machine gently to the side, and pull the thread. Move the machine back to where you got the bobbin thread. From here we need to change the stitch length for basting to 4. Hit the minus button several times to get there. Needle down, then hit the play button. Slowly baste your quilt from one side to the other on the upper edge of the quilt. When you reach to the end, hit the play button again to stop. To cut the thread, pull extra thread from just after the tension disc area. Enough for you to move the machine to the outer edge. Trim the top thread and don't forget about the bobbin thread underneath as well. Trim it as close to the fabric as you can. After basting the stitch, now we can tighten the two leaders to get the drum-like tension for the quilt.